Shalom, giving all praise. Shalom, excuse me. Giving all praise to Yahweh, Shemel, Shabbat, Shem, Rakakwada, Shalom to the 144,000 rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all, and make this super quick. Anyway, this is a video put up by GMS Vegas Sit Downs 144K. Name of the video, title of is Haman, which is vocab alone, wings it again with false breakdown of Romans 9 verse 24 to 26. The Gentiles in the book of Romans 9 are the Israelites. Vocab, try again. So let's go right to it. And I remember this was on sometime last night. He trying to get all this, Nigeria, Charlie Kirk, all those juicy topics. Anyway, so let's listen to this madness.
Let me see if I can.
Used to a Mac.
That's okay. Let me see if I can do it on my end. Okay, so
I got it pulled up though. If you want me to read it.
Yeah, go ahead. If you
can read it, but you don't understand it.
Could read it, that would help. Yeah.
So this is Romans 9 verse 24 and the NIV. Even us, whom he also called, not only.
Who's speaking there? Apostle Paul. He's saying us. Who were the us? The fellow Israelites. When you go up to the first 4 verses, even into the 5th verse, he says that they're my brother and my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, as to whom pertaineth the adoption, the giving of the Lord, the service of God, the promises, and as concerning the flesh, the Messiah came. Who did he come for? The Israelites. So when you read the rest of the chapter, it's talking about the Israelites. It even mentions that Esau is not going to be saved. So, when you read down into it, you come across the word Gentile, and those are Israelites. Matter of fact, let me just open this up. I want to make this quick. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me do this one. Come on now. Romans 9:24. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Romans 9 and 24. Even us, whom the Apostle Paul speaking, us are the Israelites. Like I said, come back over here. I know this is 24, but okay, let's come over here. Solicitude for Israel. So it's addressed to the Israel. He's talking to the Israelites. It says, this is in the KJV, for I could wish that myself were cursed from the Messiah for my brethren, my kinsmen, relatives, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom as concerning the flesh the Messiah came, who is over all, the Most High, blessed forever. So be it. So what are y'all talking about, man? He addressed it. Solicitude for Israel, right? He calls them my brethren, my biological brethren, my biological kinsmen, cousins, uncles, nephews, 3rd cousin, 4th cousin, 5th cousin, 3 times removed, whatever, according to the flesh, right? Who are Israelites. You can close the book. Let's come down to the 24th verse. even us, the Israelites, whom he have called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles. Who are the Gentiles? Israelites that were scattered, that lost the fact that who they were. So you had to tell them that they were the Israelites. So when you go to Romans chapter 16, the first verse on down, he's addressing Israelites that every last one of them had Greek names. One of the names of them Israelites were Herod. He had the name of Herod, which I believe means manly in Greek, if I'm not mistaken. So these Gentiles right here, Israelites. As he saith unto O.C., which is Hosea, I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which were not my beloved. Why did he say, I will call them my people who is not my people, and my beloved which is not beloved? When you go to Hosea, did not he turn his back? Now we got to go to Hosea. Anyway, let's start the 8th verse. Now when she had won Lo Rahama, she conceived and bare a son. Lo Rahama means no mercy, when you look it up. Then said the Most High, call his name Lo Ami, which is Lo meaning no, and Ami meaning people. No, I'm sorry. Lo Am E. The E is my. No people my. That's what that means. Not people my, or not my people. So he said, name them that, even though they're Israelites, I'm not going to have mercy on you. I'm not going to call you my people. I'm going to turn my back on you. Then said the Most High, call his name Lo Ami, or Lo Amai, which is in the Hebrew, the Paleo Hebrew, the Paleo, La'ah, not I'm people, Yah, my, which is not my people. For ye are not my people, because I'm mad at you. I turned my back on you. That's why in Romans 9, I had to adopt you, meaning bring you back in. You cut them off as the sons. Now I'm going to adopt you. Right? You're not my people, and I will not be your power. We ain't talking about the Gentiles. So when you come across the word Gentiles in Romans 9, that's what it's talking about. It's talking about the two children that Hosea had. Then said the Most High, call his name Lo Ami, not my people, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. Yet, ultimately, the people that he called Lo Ami and Lo, matter of fact, let me do this, so you don't say, well, he's just making it up. I dare him to click on it. I bet you it's not going to say that. Okay, so right here is La'ah, not Ra. Racha ma. La'ah racha ma. So let's see what that means. No mercy. No mercy. La'ah, no. Rahama, mercy. No mercy. This is why we went into the halls of the slave ships. We whipped. Most High had to turn his back and take away his name from us. So all the captivity in the past, we ran, called the name, and the Most High heard the name and felt sorry for us. He said, you know what, this time I'm going to take away the name. So when they go call me, as King Solomon said, 1 Kings 8 chapter, if he kept saying, if we call on your name, we call your name. Now how you going to call on his name when you don't have his name? Now we're telling Jake the name, but they don't want to hear it. Bishop Nate, we don't know the name. That's why why should Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua going to do the Nate in IUIC? It said, ultimately, the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, because not my people and no mercy, the two children, then I'm gonna have mercy on them, and they're gonna be my people again, because I'm gonna adopt them. Romans 9. Yet the number of the children, yet ultimately, so it's obvious, Lo Ami and Lo Harama, whatever, however you say it, Lo Ro Hama, ultimately those two children are going to be my children again, which they're going to call as a whole, right? It says, yet the number of the children of Israel, the sons of Israel, shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it said unto them, ye are not my people. What place was that? Rome, we knew that we were the Israelites. Babylonians, we knew we were the Israelites. Syrian captivity, we knew we were the Israelites. Egypt, we knew that we was the Israelites. Ye are not my people. That's right here in America. Babylon the Great. There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Who's telling them that? The prophets. Then shall the sons of Judah and the sons of Israel, the word children is sons, be gathered together. When did that happen? That never happened. When they were split, they never got back. They're getting back now. And appointing himself one head, that's ultimately King David, the physical head, and then above him is Yahweh Shai, and then Yahweh. And they shall come up out of the land. What land? America, Babylon. Nate, why are you over there in Africa? The land that we're going to come up out of is not no fucking Africa. The land is America. The great deliverance is going to come out of America. For great shall be the day of, another name for Israel is Jezreel, which is Yah Zerai Allah. Yah, he, Zerai, seed, Allah, God. He's the seed of God, or he's a prince of God. Let's find out. Let's see if I made this up. You Christians are really, really looking bad. Really looking bad. Vocab, you should retire, bro. So now let's break this down. Okay, so it's Yaza, Rai, he, seed, God. Let's see if I'm correct. God sows. Nah, it doesn't mean that. That's a different word. The correct breakdown would be he, seed of God. Not God sows. So that's another name for Israel. So now let's come on back over here.
From the Jews, but also from the Gentiles.
Those Gentiles are Israelites.
As he says in Hosea, I will call them my people who are not my people.
They were not his people because he said, look, you're not. Have you ever had a woman and you broke up with her? I had women that we broke up and I said, look, we're not together. This shit is off. You're not my woman. I'm not your man. We fucking going our separate ways. You hear your favorite song, your song that y'all both love over and over again. Then I heard this song, let's get back together. That's what the fuck happens, man. It was a song, reunited and it feels so good. Right? We both so reunited. But I can't sing. You know, I'm a terrible singer. But anyway, that song was about another word. They could have named the song "Reconciled," and it doesn't sound the same. It doesn't sound the same, right? Reconcile. That's in the scriptures. Reconcile meaning you got back with the person after you broke up with the person. It could be two guys that are friends. You know, you looked at my girl the wrong way. Boom. She said that, but she admitted that she was lying. So let's be friends. I'm sorry, brother. This, that, and the third, right? That's what it's talking about, fool.
And I will call her my loved one, who is not my loved one.
The loved one was were Israelites. He was mad at Israel. Why were the Syrians able to take down the Israelites? Because the Most High put the Spirit on them to take down the northern kingdom. Why did Babylon about 125, 150 years later take down Judah? Because the Most High put the Spirit on them. That was part of prophecy. One thing you Christians don't understand is prophecy.
And in the very place where it was said to them, you are not my people.
Where's the place? He don't know where the place is. Where's the place? The place to be. Where's the place?
There they will be called children of the living God.
Okay, so
this is why we here at GMS do not want to talk to a crazy, bugged out, nutcase Christian.
as Hosea also says in Hosea, I will call those who are not my people, and her who is not beloved, beloved, and it shall be that in the place where it said to them, you are not my people, there shall be called sons of the living God. So here's the original context, going back to Hosea. Hosea 1:10 says, yet the number of the sons of Israel will be like the sand of the sea.
Yeah, because who is he talking about? Before you hit number 10, number 9, number 8, number 7, he got mad at Israel. He said, look, I'm not going to have no mercy on you no more. Therefore, I'm going to fortify that thing by taking away the name. That's the key. That's the key. That's the combination code to get to me. Right? So the one child, I'm not going to have mercy on you. And the second child, the son, you're not my people. How about that? I'll cut you off. Oh, yet, ultimately, matter of fact, let me do this. And I suggest you watch the video that the elder put in from Las Vegas, because he's going to give you some more information. We're saying pretty much the same thing, but he might give you some more scriptures. I'm trying to make this short. Damn, what the hell did I just do? I wanted to look up, let me see. Okay, let me do this. They're looking for a way to get in the kingdom. You are going to be in the kingdom. If you're another nation, you're going to be slaves. So you're going to be in the kingdom. I'm sorry, NLT. I might even go to the AMP. Yet the time will come when Israel's people will be like the sands of the seashore, too many to count. Then at the place where they were sold, where were they sold? To America. Deuteronomy 28:68. You are not my people. It shall be said, you are children of the living God. Then, when that happens, the people of Judah and the people of Israel will unite together. Because what is it talking about in this verse? The Israelites. What is it talking about in the 9th verse? The Israelites. What is it talking about in the 8th verse, the 7th verse, the 6th verse? The 1st verse. It said, then the people of Judah and Israel will unite together. They will choose one leader for themselves, and they will return from exile. We're in exile right now, together. What a day that will be, the day of, there's another name for Israel, when the Most High will again plant his people in his land. This guy, Nettie, they ain't the people. They're not the people. He quoting scripture in front of Trump, Nero Trump, and Trump looking at him like he got 3 heads. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Just come back over here. Easy work, easy work.
Which cannot be measured or numbered. It will be in that place where it is said to them, you are not my people. It will be said to them, you are the sons of the living God and the sons of Judah.
And we were, at one point, all the brothers that came to this truth through the years, before they listened to the prophets teach, they didn't know that they were Israelites. And they saw it, heard something, and they came back, and the next time, Spirit, some, put the Spirit on them, come back again. Then they started, we're the Israelites. Then let me read the book. I thought we were Christians. I thought we were Gentiles. Wait a minute. Well, we are the Israelites. How can I get down? That's the fulfillment of the 10th and 11th verses of Hosea 1.
The sons of Israel will be.
So, right here, because obviously Apostle Paul is quoting Hosea, so he's not disagreeing.
And by the way, the original Apostle Paul quoted used the word Gentiles. In Hosea chapter 1, the word Gentiles is not anywhere in that passage, in that chapter.
With prophet Hosea, Paul believes all things that were written in the law and in the prophets. So, does his writing contradict what was prophesied? Did it, all of a sudden, when Apostle Paul addresses this with his writing, while quoting the statement by the prophet, does the subject no longer become Israel and it becomes other nations, other people groups?
Gentile is not
the subject
in Hosea.
matter no longer.
So it's obvious when Paul is use the term Gentile, he was talking about the Israelites. Anyway, you watch the rest of this. Shalom, on to the next.